Hello friends, I made this for. My name is Lauren and welcome. If you've never been here before, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome, especially because I'm weird. I like to talk about the tarot or astrology while using the tarot. And if you're a returning subscriber, hey, I missed you. You're so cute today. Have you been drinking water? Drinking water is super cute. Speaking of drinking water and being super cute, this video is all about Leo season, and we're going to be looking at Leo in the tarot through three different decks. The three decks being the Smith-Waite deck, the Renaissance Tarot, and the 8th House Tarot. So we'll be looking at the Strength card in each of these decks because the Strength card is the representation of Leo. And of course, once we get into it, it'll be pretty obvious why. But before we do that, as always, friends, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you find this topic interesting, share it with a friend, family member, someone you lust after, and maybe even someone you hate, because why not? Share a little knowledge every single day. My earrings are made of actual little ornaments. These are like little skull ornaments that I then decided to just turn into earrings because every day is spooky day. And of course, why not wear something bold and obnoxious when we're talking about Leo? Now, let's talk about Leo before we talk about Leo in the tarot. So I don't usually do that, but I want to just kind of like highlight some things. First of all, Leo gets a bad rap for being just obnoxious. Of course, that's not true. Not every Leo is like that. But Leo does have some aspects that might show up a little differently in each person or during this time of year. So a big thing that goes with Leo is creativity, being able to express yourself, including your self-expression, your body, all of those things. I don't actually have any Leo in my chart or any planets in Leo in my chart. I'm just extra for no reason. Leo can also be, I think another way of looking at Leo is expression. Expression is a big word with Leo, being seen. Not every Leo wants to be seen physically, but Leos like to make themselves known, whether that's in overt or covert ways. Mostly overt, let's be honest here. But seeing that Leos are just attention getters is kind of like calling every Cancer a crybaby. Sure, that might be right for a good few of them, but it's a little disrespectful. Don't do it. Leo is also the sign of the lion. So when we think about Leo energy, think about the lion. Think about both female and male lions and their different roles that they necessarily play. Again, that doesn't have to be gendered for us. It can just be, what kind of ways do we like to embody that lion energy? Do we kind of act like the female lion that likes to work in a group and get projects done? Or are you more like the male lion who really just is there to be seen and oversee things as well as just look fucking fabulous? Again, for us, that doesn't have to be so gendered, but when it is in wild lions, we're most likely observing them in that way. But with that said, let's look at what Leo looks like as strength and how that can actually bring us more facets of this magical Leo energy, because Leo is big heart, big heart. And that, I think, is so beautifully highlighted when we look at Leo in the tarot as strength. One way I would like to look at strength in the tarot is soft power. Soft power. And so let's begin with the oldest version of this card. Bada bing, bada boom. Strength in this deck, the Smith-Waite deck, has a calm-looking person with a crown of flowers gently opening the lion's mouth. How bold is that shit? First of all, they look fabulous. Second of all, very dangerous. But third of all, no worries, very calm, cool, and collected. This is a very powerful interpretation of Leo to me because it's not always about how loud and how obnoxious we can be, and that's not exactly the Leo thing either. It's about how do we engage in our soft, subtle, sultry power. This is a sign that's definitely given a bad rap for its facets being all about the showmanship, but there's so much charm because Leo believes full-heartedly what they are expressing. Leo is not necessarily a bullshitter. Leo is big, soft, beautiful. Enjoy the finer things. Enjoy the things that make you feel good. But also bewitch them. Bewitch them. You Leos out there, I hope you're enjoying me saying that. So in this card, the invitation from Leo season can be, how do we move with our joy, with our expression, with our creativity in a way that really softens even the most wild animals in our lives. And I don't mean like wild animals. I mean like the people who are boisterous or scary or kind of can rub people the wrong way. Not you, Leo. You are like the snake charmer. You know how to woo those around you, for better or worse, really. But with Leo season, there's so much softness and power in that softness. You don't have to roar to be respected. You can embrace just the gentleness. Look at that. Look at this lion. Totally in ecstasy of being pet. It's just like, yes, yes, yes. Love this. And the person petting them is like, absolutely, friend. We're getting so, don't worry about nothing. I'm taking care of you. We're good. We're enjoying this little time together. It's all chill. It's all good. It's all gravy, right? So that's the first interpretation. And what I love is the Renaissance Tarot. We see a lot of similarities, whether it is the infinity symbol, which of course to me really recognizes this experience of like the constant ebb and flow, the never-ending cycle of really coming into that soft power and allowing ourselves to be vulnerable. This is also powerful vulnerability. Leo has a big heart, and so vulnerability is a part of that. So we do see a lion in this interpretation of strength, but it's more of just a element on the side. What I find really interesting about this image is that there is a unicorn. So for those of you who might not be aware, the story of the unicorn was that only those most pure of heart would ever see a unicorn. And so it was believed only virgin women, which of course virgin is just a fucking societal construct. There's no real physical way of gauging it. But a virgin, a young virgin woman, ladies only, because sexism is prevalent everywhere. A virgin woman would be able to see a unicorn, let alone touch a unicorn. So in this image of strength, we see again this like ode to softness. My cat's fat, so it's coming up the stairs, but Shiva! It just sounds so spooky. So this interpretation with the unicorn reminds us again that being soft, vulnerable, and maybe even just very sweet and I don't want to say ignorant, but, or unsullied, because that's really gross. Innocent, using our innocence to kind of guide us in a way that we can just soften and allow magic to take place in our lives. That might be a really powerful lesson for us in this season of Leo, which again, Leo starts, the sun moves into Leo on the 22nd of July. So this is coming out on the 21st. Tomorrow is going to be the 22nd, when Leo is our sun sign, right? So innocence, quote unquote, can look like so many different things to different people. Sometimes this can mean just not having such judgmental expectations of folks. Or it can be looking at something from a different perspective, or a perspective where you can allow someone to surprise you in a good way. That, of course, doesn't mean totally lower your standards or lower your guards down, but perhaps it's a great invitation to go, it's not the worst thing to be the soft person in the room, the sensitive person in the room, the person wearing the flower crown and petting the lion, the person wearing the dress and petting the unicorn. Like, it's totally chill. It's totally chill to embrace our softness, our innocence of the view of the world. Just kind of suspend our disbelief in certain ways that won't impact us negatively, where we can just see the world with a fresh set of eyes and allow ourselves to move through the world, hoping to hold each other with that sort of energy, that sort of pause, that sort of light, right? It's not about being the loudest in the room and forcing everyone to let you pet them. It's how can you be the charm you want to see in the world? How can you be the smile you want to see in the world? How can you be the love you want to see in the world? And with that said, the 8th house tarot, we literally see the word love, baby. So this is strength. It has Leo at the top. It's been a while since I've used the 8th house tarot, but as always, the 8th house tarot is really great because it's all about astrology. I do have a review on my channel, so feel free to check it out. I think the newer version is not holographic, which is kind of whack. But I digress. I have the holographic, so nothing else matters. So, oh my God. So, literally, we have the word love. We have a heart. Again, I said Leo is big heart. Big, big heart. Open heart. We see the hand reaching out to pet the lion. Reach out to folks this season. Reach out to your community. Check in on people. We're all real fucking tired. So this can be a great time, a great reminder that our softness is a great support to those around us. Reach out without fear. But also, don't be fucking crazy. Don't put your hands inside the lion's mouth first. Maybe just test the waters, right? But how can we move with more love, more heart, more compassion, more creativity, more expression and expansion? In the height of summer, Leo is the height of summer. This is the deepest parts of summer. After Cancer, we're back to fire, the waters of Cancers, and then the spark of life again. So how can we ignite those sparks of life? With really engaging with heart first, heart-centered, heart, what? If that makes any sense. How can we move through the world with our heart being our leader instead of our brain or our fears and our anxieties, right? It's not to say that this is not worthy of anxiety. It's just what kind of powerful influence can we have when we really embrace the softness, the most vulnerable, and the most love-centered actions first, instead of fear. Leo is a great reminder that strength comes in so many different ways. Strength comes from our ability to have influence without thrusting our beliefs on people, right? Having influence by being soft, open, and receptive, and charming. Being kind to folks is part of the great power that we can have to help make someone's day better, to change someone's mind. Leo season is a good invitation to go, yeah, I can really embrace who I am without having to change what that looks like or having to change anyone around me. I just embrace who I am, and the unicorns come, man. The unicorns show up because I'm a safe place, because I can be ferocious about what I care about, but in the most nurturing ways. Taming the lion does not always mean we have to fight in a way that looks like the typical fight, right? We don't have to punch, we don't have to chop, like, no, we can just put out an open hand and be like, hey, I feel like you're having some suffering. What can we do to help that? There's suffering here. You're hurt. You're getting really out of pocket with me. But I'm not scared of you. I'm the lion. I don't have to roar over you. You can be a blowhard all day. But my power is in my softness, my grace, my ferocious belief in the beauty of the world. That is my reflections on Leo season. Now, as for some prompts, because I've been liking giving y'all some prompts to kind of explore, perhaps a prompt to ask yourself is, what soft power am I embracing for Leo season this year? What sort of soft power am I unlocking? Another question to either pull a card out or journal with might be, what has power meant to me in the past? And how does that change moving forward? And lastly, what does it mean to live heart first, to be heart forward, to offer the soft hand that says, I'm not weak, I'm super strong, and my strength gives me so much power of compassion and love and creative magic. I think that is the power of Leo. I personally want to be embracing this season. That's personally what I want to be diving into. So with that said, friends, let me know what your strength card looks like in your tarot deck. Have you pulled it out? Are you kind of connecting with it? Why not? And also, what cards have you been pulling lately? What do they look like? Why? What have you been pulling around? I'm always curious to see what other people interpret the tarot with, because of course the tarot is here for us all to interpret in the multifaceted, multi-dimension, multi-spirited energy that comes through you. It's so dope. It's so dope to see how other people interpret these same cards. So with that said, once again, if you want to support the channel, please feel free to check out the links in my link tree down below. You can join us on Patreon, where we are having our Creative Circle of July happening on the Leo new moon. And it's actually all about connecting with this card and drawing it in our own way or channeling it through art. So if you want to come join us on Patreon, please make sure to sign up. The link is in my link tree. And of course, if you are a patron, you have access to all the recorded art rituals I've ever done and uploaded. So if you want access to all of those, make sure to sign up as well for as little as $2 a month, babies. But with that said, I love you so, so, so very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.